Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix the Docker disk space error. Most production teams get this wrong because when your root partition fills up with orphaned logs, dangling images, or bloated build caches, your entire container engine locks up. And if you're running a high traffic service, that is a total outage. Let us get into how you can reclaim that lost space and ensure it never happens again. These are the topics we are going to cover in this video. Specifically, we will start with diagnostics, move into cleanup strategies, and finish with production-grade log rotation. Watch the full video without skipping any content to understand it better. Before we get into the topic, a small request to you. I have already uploaded many technical videos on different technologies and tools. We share more knowledgeable content every day. So if you are interested in learning and want to improve your skills, make sure you have subscribed to our channel and joined our WhatsApp community. The join link is available in the description or scan the QR code shown on the screen. Let us get started. So why does your disk suddenly disappear? It is rarely a single big file. It is the accumulation of hundreds of small ones. Think about an e-commerce platform that logs every API request to the JSON driver. If those logs are never rotated, they will consume gigabytes in days. On top of that, every time you build an image, Docker creates layers that stay on disk even after you delete the container. That is exactly the problem we are solving today. To diagnose the issue, you need to see exactly where your space is going. The system command with the df flag provides a detailed breakdown of your storage. Use the v flag for verbose output to see exactly how much space images, containers, and local volumes are consuming individually. This is your first step before deleting anything. This is the expected output. Notice the build cache and local volume sections. In this example, 12 gigabytes are tied up in images and another 8 in volumes. If your build cache is over 5 gigabytes, that is a red flag that you have not been pruning your environment regularly. How does this work internally? Every time you run a container, Docker creates a writable layer on top of your read-only image. If your application writes large temp files to this layer, they stay there until the container is removed. This is why a simple container restart does not free up disk space. You have to remove the container itself to trigger the cleanup. This is the error you will see when your disk is completely full. The daemon cannot write new data. This happens because of dangling images, which are images that have no tag or name. They are basically orphaned code layers that serve no purpose but still occupy space. To fix this, use the image prune command with the F flag for force. This instantly removes all images that are not associated with the container. It is safe to run because these images are by definition unreachable. On a healthy server, this should be part of your weekly maintenance script. Even after you remove your containers, the data volumes often persist. If you delete a database container but forget to add the rm flag to your command, that volume stays on your disk forever. Run the volume prune command to clear out all volumes not currently attached to any container. Be careful though, as this will delete any data in those unattached volumes. You should see a confirmation list showing which volumes were deleted. Here, we reclaim over 4 gigabytes of space. If you see 0 bytes reclaimed, it means your volumes are either currently in use or you do not have any orphaned volumes. Now, for the most common mistake, log file bloat. By default, Docker logs can grow until they consume your entire disk. Create or edit the daemon JSON configuration file in the Docker directory. Set the max size to 10 megabytes and the max file count to 3. This ensures each container only keeps 30 megabytes of logs total. Think about this production scenario. A streaming platform serving 500,000 concurrent viewers had their entire cluster go offline. The root cause was simply that their logs were not rotated. Once they implemented the configuration limits I just showed you, the storage pressure vanished. This is a simple fix that every DevOps engineer should implement before putting a container into production. When should you apply these fixes? First, always use local volume pruning if your CI or CD pipeline creates temporary environments. Second, log rotation limits are mandatory on all production nodes. Third, do not prune volumes until you verify they do not hold legacy backup data. Finally, be cautious with build cache pruning if you need extremely fast deployments during your peak traffic hours, as clearing that cache forces a full rebuild. Use these criteria to decide if this tool is right for your situation. You now have a complete diagnostic toolkit. Remember to run the system disk usage command first to see where the bottleneck is. Always prioritize pruning dangling images and unused volumes to reclaim space immediately. Configure those log limits to stop the bleeding. Automate the cleanup process with a cron job to keep your disk usage healthy. And finally, always perform a sanity check on volume contents before running any delete command. Take a moment to review each point shown on screen. I believe this video will definitely be a useful video. If you like the video, please do like and hide the video. Also share it with your friends and groups. It may be useful to somebody else. If you have any doubts or any requests, please let me know in the comments. Make sure you have subscribed to stay updated for our regular videos. Join our WhatsApp community using the link in the description because we share more knowledgeable content every day. Thank you for watching. See you soon in the next video.